Meanwhile, the local wheat flour industry is suffering from a supply glut. Apparently, there is too much competition due to the opening of several new flour mills in the country. Our business reporter Heidi Santos has the details.
Because many new flour mills have recently opened, wheat importation is now in a slump, exacerbated further by a slowdown in local consumption. A leading importer of wheat flour from Turkey in the Philippines is Malabon Longlife Trading Corporation. The company's president, Ernesto Chua, was quoted as saying that new flour mills have been set up like the Mabuhay Mills, which was set up 2 years ago by an Indonesian group with a production capacity of 500 metric tons per day. It will start operation in Subic next month. A flour mill opened in Cebu 3 years ago, and another one, Atlantic Grains, was opened in Calamba. 4 other smaller mills owned by Filipino-Chinese owners were opened in Valenzuela and Cagayan de Oro. With all these new flour mills, there is definitely an oversupply of locally milled flour in the Philippines.
With the oversupply, consumers will be happy to know that this has prevented the wheat prices from going up despite the higher global wheat prices. This was brought about by the drought that hit the wheat-producing states in America, which is our main source of wheat. Another aggravating factor that affects the importation of wheat and flour is a weak peso. Our Bizwatch correspondent has more details.
Importation of Turkish flour has also slowed down because of the anti-dumping duties levied against Turkish flour by the Philippine government. This should have driven the cost of flour up, but because of stiff competition, local millers have not effected a price increase. 95% of our wheat importation comes from the United States, and Philippine flour consumption has increased slightly by 4%. The Philippine Association of Flour Millers, through its president Rick Pinca, said that there are now around 20 flour mills in the country from only 12 mills 2 years ago, and the association of 7 flour mill members are now a minority in the industry. There is a competing organization, the Chamber of Philippine Flour Mills, which has 4 members. The other 9 flour milling companies are not affiliated with any organization.
In the Philippines, the biggest flour company is the San Miguel Mills, followed by the Philippine Foremost Flour Mills, Pilmico Foods Corporation, and Universal Rubina Corporation. Following them are General Milling Corporation, RFM Corporation, Wellington Flour Mills, Liberty Flour Mills, Morning Star Milling Corporation, Delta Flour Mills, and Monde Nissin Corporation. The rest of the details with our business reporter.
The new players are Atlantic Grains Corporation, Asian Grains, Great Earth Corporation, New Hope Flour Mills, North Star Milling Corporation, Big C Corporation, Mabuhay Interflour Corporation, and Agri-Pacific Corporation. Although the Philippines has so far been spared from the price increase in flour, we should expect to have higher flour prices in the second half of this year because of the drought in the U.S. Price adjustments could range from 30 pesos to 60 pesos per bag, depending on the brand and quality of the wheat.
Consumers are advised that lower protein bread flour is cheaper than high protein brands. The higher protein flour is what causes the bread to rise to bigger volumes and have softer texture. That's why they are more expensive.